Hi everybody and welcome back to UTSEO.Ninja. This is Triston and today we're going to be talking about those dollar Bluetooth beacons that I found on eBay. So, they work and they don't work. If you're looking for beacons that you can use in a business or that you can use to promote some sort of an offer, these are definitely not what you're looking for. They are technically Bluetooth and they are technically beacons, but they're not the Bluetooth beacons that we are accustomed to working with. What these things do is they locate items that you have misplaced. So just to give you a quick little demonstration. That's what they do. Now, I actually think these are kind of neat, but again, for what we want to do, then they don't actually work. So let me start off by showing you really quickly what these devices can do. Here's tag 1, which we have so creatively named as tag 1, and it shows that they have two different options over here. You have anti-loss and find me, then you have the disconnect. So the disconnect obviously just disconnects things. So what the anti-loss does is basically, if we bought the cell phone tripod, we might as well use the cell phone tripod, right? So there aren't really a ton of options here. So the way the anti-loss function works is that whenever the beacon leaves a certain range of the cell phone, then an alarm will go off. So I have the beacon right here. I'm going to go into my kitchen and you'll get a view of what that does. I will be right back. Huh? Okay, so whenever you leave the device behind, then you'll get that alarm. The beacon itself will beep, the light will go off, and your cell phone will also go off with whatever ringtone you set on. Now it says ringtone, but they meant ringtone. Then also where it says alarm distance set, they have near, center, and far. Center is supposed to be like medium, but hire a good translator, folks. So that's what this particular function does, and really that's the only thing that really works at this point. It also has an option here that says find me. I haven't actually gotten this to work, but the idea is that you can use this function right here, and it will pull up a map and show you where the device is located. So it shows where I'm located, but it's just using my phone's GPS, so that doesn't really help us very much. Now the other thing that you can have it do is you can push the alert button at any time. Now tag number 2 is beeping and flashing. So that's great. So again, basically the only thing that this thing does is it will look and see if you have left your device behind. So again, you attach this to your car keys, you put it in your purse, you put it somehow in your wallet, or anything that's like that that's valuable. Glue it to the back of your phone if you want. Probably shouldn't glue it to the back of your phone. That'll probably void your warranties. You could put it in a child's pocket when you go to the park, and if you're worried that they're going to run off too far, or if you're distracted by something, or you're just like naturally distracted person and you are worried about them running off when they're not supposed to, then have this in their pocket, and then that way you know when they've left the area. You can do the same thing for a pet. There's a few different things that you can do with this. There are instructions even so that you can put one on a baby in case it decides to crawl into an area where it's not supposed to and you're too busy playing with your phone. This does have a couple little drawbacks that I want to talk about before I show you how to set these things up, just because we are a setting up channel and so we want to do that. The biggest complaint that I have is that if you actually close the app, so if you close the app, now wait just a second, the devices will actually go off, and the reason why is because they've lost that signal from the cell phone, from the app, and so they think, okay, we are now outside of range, we're not getting that signal anymore, time to beep. And my dog doesn't like it very much. Okay, decide, ¿dónde vas a quedar? Now he's looking everywhere for the beeping beacons. People love dogs. This is how we're going to get 1 million subscribers. Look at the camera. Say subscribe. Okay, we'll try that later. So that is a little bit of a complaint. I mean, you have to have the app actually turned on at all times if you want it to function. So it's great, but it's also kind of not great at the same time. The other thing that I'm not particularly thrilled about is the fact that the GPS settings on the thing doesn't work. It may be that I need to find a different kind of beacon, which is probably going to be the case. But, you know, that would have made an interesting concept. It would have made these things worth a lot more, in my opinion. But, of course, we spent $1 on them. So, like I said, for $1, I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. We thought it would do something else. We thought it would do something more, but I mean, it's not too bad. So now that we've talked about all that, let's go ahead and show how to set these things up, because that's what we do on these videos. So let's go ahead and scroll this thing. Well, let's do this first. First thing you need to do is you need to download this app, Find Elf Eye. It's really, really hard to find this particular app because it's not very popular, and it doesn't have very positive reviews either, just so you guys are aware of that. Once you have installed the app, then you'll need to make sure your beacons are turned on. So we're going to go ahead and skip to that part. Normally the kit comes with 1 beacon. I bought 2 beacons because I got excited and I wasn't thinking clearly. But this is what you're going to get in the mail. Something like this. Okay? They open up using this little slot down here. I found it's best to use something like a knife or a very small screwdriver. Okay, don't look at the camera screen and this at the same time. Pop that open. Okay. This is what the inside of the beacon looks like. There we go. That thing just pops right out. This thing right here is a button. You'll want to make sure you remember that that's a button, because we're going to use that here in a second. And then this is the rest of the device. Not anything too crazy or complicated. Here's the batteries that you're going to need. You can get them at Walmart. I got a pack of 4 for $7. These are the CR2032s. And then they fit into the battery slot, which is right here. Barely. So it's really hard to do. So there's that. And then the battery goes just like this. So that side, whoop, shoot. Like that. And it doesn't actually fit all the way in there. I'm not sure if that's normal for these kinds of batteries. It doesn't seem normal. So you still got a little bit of a gap down there. But it works, so good enough. We're going to go ahead and put this thing back into its spot, like that. And then we're going to reattach the back, like so. And we're done. Now to turn the thing on, remember there's a button on the front. You want to press down the button till it beeps and that light goes on. Once that light goes on, it means that the device is now active. And then you go back to your cellular phone. Then you want to press right here on the little search bar. And it will look for the beacons. And it's a little bright. I've tried turning down the brightness. I've tried turning up the brightness. It doesn't actually do anything. So let's try turning it down just a little. There it goes. Okay. So from here, what you do next is you want to hit the connect button. And this will connect the device to the cell phone. Alright, we are now connected. So if you want to find a device, you just push the alert. And it's now beeping. That's how you can test it too. Alright, settings. So this is tag number 2. That is this one right here. So your anti-loss settings are right here. Again, this is where you set up your distance for how far away you want the device to be before it will start to beep. This is where you select your ringtone. So that's going to be the alarm that actually goes off. The Find Me, I haven't found it actually does anything. I mean, we have the setting, but again, I think that the device itself doesn't have that function built into it. It might, I'm not sure. And then you can disconnect it right here and you can rename it with that. So you can set it to say, okay, find my cell phone. And you can name the tag cell phone. Then you open up the app. Actually, I guess that wouldn't really work because you had to have the app installed, huh? And again, I don't think they're bad devices. They just don't do what we're wanting them to do. Technically, they're Bluetooth. Technically, they beacon you, but they're not Bluetooth beacons. Or are they? But there you have it. The $1 Bluetooth beacons off of eBay. They kind of work. They kind of don't work. I think I'm still going to go ahead and use these for a couple of different things. I'm not 100% sure what yet, but there are always things that I'm losing. There's always things that I'm misplacing, and so I think that it would be good to use these for that. If nothing else, you know, maybe I'll put one of my wife's pockets that way. If ever I need to find her, I just turn on my phone, push the button, and then I can find her that way. She doesn't seem too thrilled with the idea, but, you know, something along those lines. Anyways, I hope this video has been helpful and informational. If this is something you guys are looking for, then I'll still go ahead and leave the link to these in the description where you can get them off of eBay. Again, they cost $1. Shipping costs $3, and then the batteries themselves are like $1 each. So all in, you're looking at a cost of about $6 per beacon, which still isn't too bad. You can get beacons for around that price, like the normal Bluetooth beacons that we use for our businessy kind of stuff. The cheapest ones I've actually found are around $10. But like I said, I had talked about these in another video, and I wanted to show you how they worked, what they did. So there you have it. If you guys do have any other questions about these particular devices, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer them. I don't know how good of a job I'm going to do. It's not exactly a lot of information here, but I'll do what I can. Anyways, my name's Triston from Untitled.Ninja. Have yourselves an excellent day, and I will see you guys in the next video, where we're going to be talking about Bluetooth beacon news.